Hello guys, you guys are welcome. Welcome to this live stream. How you all doing and how's your day? How was your Sunday? Hope it was wonderful, hope it was perfect. So, just a little chit chat. We'll be talking about salaries today. And then this involves a lot of sectors because the church is also getting involved in it. Not all churches, but pastors. And not all pastors, but some pastors. So then we have to talk about the problems a lot of people are having when it comes to working with pastors and their complaints. A lot of them complain about a lot of things. You get the point? They complain about not being paid, they complain about being abused, they complain about being threatened. So we have to talk about it. Though some of you don't want to have this conversation, but if we don't talk about it, people won't get to know it. So let's go straight to the point. You all are welcome to this live stream. Please, if you're just joining, you do well to comment, okay? So then, working for someone doesn't mean they are your slave. When people work for you, it doesn't mean they are your slave. And besides, you're not doing them a favor. It's not as if you're giving them a free money. They are working for the money you are paying them. It's just like an exchange. You need their services, they need their money. So in order to get the money, they have to work. So don't start feeling like you are their God. You're not their God and they're not your servants. You need them, they need you. If it's easy, you can do the work all by yourself. If you feel like they're not doing anything for you, you can be the accountant, you can be the cleaner, you can be everything in one. You can stay in the organization and function alone. But you know that is not possible. You can't function alone, so you need others. So when they come, you should understand that they have responsibilities to take care of. If you feel they don't have responsibilities, they have people looking up to them for survival. They have things to do with their money. So it's expected you pay them when you are supposed to pay them. Pay them when you're supposed to pay them. And then let's talk about the problems that comes with working for some pastors. Though not all pastors, for some pastors. Number one is the underpay. When you start working for them, they pay you lower than the expected amount. They're supposed to pay you 100,000. All of them are going to beat it down to 50. Some will even pay you 40,000 naira. And then they overuse you. They tend to make you work beyond the agreed job description. They make you work more than what you're supposed to work for. At the end of the day, they're still not going to pay you well. So if you're just joining, you are welcome. Please do well to say hi, comment. You can even like and subscribe. If you guys are just joining, do well to comment, do well to like, and also do well to subscribe. And then comment so we get to know you, so we get to welcome you by your names, okay? You guys are all welcome. And then we're talking about the problems that comes with working for some pastors. Because it has come to my notice that when people work for pastors, a lot of them are so unhappy and they complain about being maltreated in that home, which is not good. As a pastor, you are a leader, and a leader should lead by example. You should follow the teachings of Christ. Follow the teachings of Christ. So if you guys are just joining, do well to like, do well to comment, and especially do well to subscribe. So let's go to point 2. They hardly pay your salaries. Most pastors, when you work for them, they're supposed to pay you, let's say on the 12th of February. Some tend to extend it to the 12th of March. Some even go as far as extending it to April, and they won't give you a genuine reason why they are doing what they are doing to you. And they don't want you to complain, they just want you to be okay with whatever they are doing to you. It is wrong. You should understand, for the fact that somebody is working for you, not just as pastors. Now I'm talking to people in general. They are not your slaves. You didn't buy them from the market. You never bought them from the market, from slave market, to come to your house to work. So in whatever sector you are, when people work, when it's time to pay them their money. If you're having a personal problem in your home, it shouldn't affect their salaries, because that was not what you guys discussed from day one. They came, you interviewed them, they were qualified for the jobs. So why are you sitting down on their money? Pay them their salaries. Make sure you pay them on the exact day or a day before them, because some people can even go as far as paying you a week to month end. You get the point? So pay them their salaries. Don't play with people's salaries. Remember, they have responsibilities to take care of, they have family, they have a lot of things to do with their money. So release the money to them on time. Don't extend people's salary to next month. It might not be happening in other countries, but it's happening here in Nigeria. A lot of time, we that stay here in Nigeria, they tend to delay our payment, they tend to stress us out. In Nigeria, when you apply for a job, your job description states, for example, you should be a sales rep. And then when you go there, they want to turn you to the cleaner, they want to turn you to the receptionist, they want to turn you to the marketer, they want to turn you to everything in one. So Nigerians are okay with it. That is why you see one person is doing 5 people's job in an organization and is being paid less. And is beginning to go to the church, which is not good. So a lot of people that work for pastors, a lot of them are complaining because the same thing happening in the worldly sector is happening there, which is not supposed to be so. So if you're just joining, please, I beg you guys, do well to subscribe, do well to like, do well to comment. I can see people joining, but nobody's commenting. How do you want me to know who is watching? Please comment so I get to know who is watching and where. We get to know ourselves, we get to talk. Don't just watch, like, subscribe, please. You know I'm saying something that interests you. You can also do well to please just subscribe, okay? If you're just coming across the YouTube channel, you're welcome. My name is Lolo. My name is Mother to Nations. My name is Gabriel Charity. You all are welcome. So number 2, they are always threatening to curse you when you try to ask for your money. Some pastors are fond of this. When they have delayed your salaries for quite a long time, and then you go to meet them and like, sir, I've not been paid. How dare you? That's what you're going to hear. How dare you come and tell me you have not been paid? The people have been owing their salary for months. They complain, if you don't leave here, I'm going to curse you. I'm going to pronounce words of curse on you. They are abusing their office. A lot of them don't know the meaning of the office they are occupying. So when you see people that are in position that they don't know the meaning of that position and what that position stands for, they tend to abuse it, they tend to degrade, they tend to downgrade, they tend to dehumanize their fellow humans. So you saying you want to curse somebody because of the person's right is very wrong. You cannot say you want to curse somebody because the person asks you for what they are qualified for. They worked for it, so pay them. If you guys are joining, do well to subscribe, do well to like, and also do well to comment so I know where you guys are watching me from. Do well to comment. You can just say hi, let me just know, okay? Please, let's talk. Let's just make it all about me here. It's a live stream. You guys are connected already, so hi, let me know where you're watching from, and please like, please subscribe, and you can also share if you want to help out on that. So another point, and the people complain, is a lot of pastors have so much monetized money. Don't mind the English. There's so much monetized money to the point that they don't know when to pay people. They want every services rendered to be free. For the fact that people give you money, it doesn't mean if somebody works for you, you have to force them to make it a free service. That is what some of them do. When you work for them, they are going to stress you, delay the payment until you're going to get angry and leave the money. It's not supposed to be so. Quran, how are you doing? Where are you watching from? You're welcome. Thank you for joining the live stream. I really appreciate you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Do well to like, do well to subscribe. So thank you. So they all expect every service is rendered to be free, which is not good. Let people do free jobs when they want to do it. Let people tell you it is free, not you making it mandatory. You don't force people to render free services when you don't feed them. Because if we're going to talk about it, the energy they burn to do it, you cannot replace it back. You can't replace it back, because some of you are so stingy that you don't even give. But the Bible says, give shall be given unto you. The Bible says, blessed are those who help the poor. Help the poor. You don't help the poor, you always taking. You are always taking. All you do is just ask and collect, but you've never sat down to even ask yourself, these people giving you, how are they even surviving? How is life with these people? Have you asked yourself that question? So then get this thing now. Please, servant, whatever you do, as a servant of God, as a worker in your office, as a HOD, as a HR, whatever you do there, please represent Christ in all your dealings and pay people their salaries when it is time. Represent Christ in all your dealings and pay people their salaries when it's time, and not traveling out and acting like those people working for you are animals. Don't act like you're working with animals, because some of you, when it's time for you to pay people salaries, you travel abroad, you travel for conferences, you travel for programs, and then you are forgetting the people working for you, they don't feed on grass. The people working for you don't drink urine, they eat food, they buy clothes. So when you have to pay them, you travel abroad with your family on vacations, on tour, you just forget about them. When they talk about their salaries, it becomes a problem. Sometimes because of their rights, you even go as far as arresting them, which is not good. So those people are humans. Pay them their salaries. Those people have people to take care. I've been emphasizing on it. They have responsibilities at hand. So please pay them their salaries and not extend it. Sorry. And not extend it. So if you have fun of extending salaries, like extension of things, you are making your family comfortable. It's expected that those people that work for you too make theirs comfortable. So because people work for you and you want your family to be comfortable, you shouldn't make that at the detriment of other people's happiness. It's a good thing for your family to be happy, but it's more important that you make everybody around you happy too. When it's time to pay people salaries, please don't act like you don't know. If you're just joining, do it to subscribe, do it to comment, and don't forget, this is Lolo Special, your mother to nations and your world best counselor. And I love you all for joining. I want to say thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys, and I know some of you love the message. So please, in summary, let me just summarize the message. In summary, treat humans with respect. Don't dehumanize anybody. Don't make people feel bad. When people work for something, you pay them. Whatever service is rendered on an agreement of payment, please don't force it to become a free service. Don't force it to become a service that someone is forced to render it for free. Learn to pay them their salaries. Do it the earlier, the better. So thank you guys for joining. At this point, I'm going to say I'll see you guys next time. See you guys maybe probably today or maybe later at night, so we can talk about other things. So you guys, thank you and do have a wonderful and a lovely day. Thank you.